Good afternoon. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the graduating class of 2018. Before we begin our program today, this year's graduates would like to take a moment to express their gratitude to some very special family, friends, and loved ones that are here today. Right now, they will be coming into the crowd to find a few of the significant people in their lives to give them a flower as a token of their appreciation for your influence in their lives up to this point. Graduates?
Had to wait for the finger guns. Welcome, fellow classmates, friends, family, and the random dudes behind me. Just kidding, Mr. Buller. Please give me my diploma. I was a little worried about giving the speech today until my mom, Abby, ever so kindly pointed out, you know, Anna, no one remembers second place anyway. Good luck to Emma, though. I thought I could come up here and give you some life-changing advice, something you could carry with you for the rest of your life. But then I thought, what do I, a 17-year-old girl, just getting out of high school, know about life? I can't even change a tire. But don't tell Mr. Iskey, he tried to teach us 5 different times in consumer car care. Well, the answer is not a whole lot on my own. Everything we've learned has come from those older and wiser than us. When thinking of advice, I always think of something my Grandpa Bill has said. The best way to ensure a loss is to quit. Wait, no, that's definitely not something he would say. That was America's grandpa who said that, Morgan Freeman. My grandpa said, if you say anything about changing the world in that speech, I'm going to stand up and boo. Yeah, that sounds more like it. Being the youngest in the class, all of you are older and wiser than I. Well, just play along for this scenario. So here's some of the wisdom you all have taught me. With enough confidence, a dude can pull off shaving his legs. Show us those silky stems, Nick. If you're gonna make fun of Mr. Rohrig's announcements, you should do it right as he's walking into the room. Brendan, pardon the interruption. Always strut down a red carpet. But if you fall during the grand march, like Kayla at prom, you're going to get voted most likely to trip at graduation. Crossing my fingers for you, Kayla. You probably wish I hadn't brought that up. Now you're gonna be nervous. You too can look like a New York Mets pitcher if only you grow out your hair. I was sad to see the flow go too, Luke. And finally, I learned what playing Fortnite is, which is what you really mean when you put work release on the schedule. Another person who doesn't know what Fortnite is would be my grandma. Sorry, that was a terrible segue, but I was really screaming the bottom of the barrel there. My grandma wanted me to give a shout out to the teachers, being a former teacher herself. So thanks. Especially to Mrs. Brandt, who somehow managed to have us 3 years in a row in elementary school. Bless her heart. Somehow, over the last 4 years, we've also managed to learn a little from, the people actually trying to teach us something here. Like Mr. Isaacs, when he said, "You've got your whole life in front of you." Pause for dramatic effect. It's poetic, really. We learned from Mr. Rohrig more recently that you can't have a garage sale in the school parking lot, apparently. And from Mr. Sayer that investing young will make you a millionaire. That was actually not a joke, I just thought it was good advice. And to have at least one cliche in this speech, I am grateful to have been able to be a part of the class of 2018 and to have known most of you since kindergarten. Let me say, you guys are a pretty good-looking bunch. If I could sum up this speech in one sentence, it would be, listen to your elders and don't take yourself too seriously. Go Rockets! Wait a second. And to all those who came from Unadilla, go Cardinals! Thank you, and stay classy, San Diego.
Thank you, Anna. It is my pleasure to recognize those students who have graduated in the top 10% of the class, finished with a perfect 4.0 grade point average, and a #1 class ranking. Please stand and remain standing when your name is called. Kayla Arna, Sage Beers, Emma Bjork, Anna Bolkin, Jalen Bryan, Brendan Lyon, Olivia Wilhelm. Please remain standing. These 7 students will also be inducted into the Rocket Hall of Fame. In order to qualify for the Rocket Hall of Fame, a student must graduate with a 4.0 grade point average or achieve an ACT composite score of 30 or higher. I would now like to invite Mr. Tim Isaacs to come forward for the presentation of scholarships.
Thank you, Mr. Rory. Today it is my pleasure to announce the scholarship recipients for the class of 2018. This year, 34 graduates will be receiving a scholarship. Before I announce these students, however, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to one of our local organizations for all of their hard work in raising scholarship money for our students. This year alone, with the help and consideration of this fine community, this organization was responsible for raising over $26,000 in scholarship funds just for the graduating class of 2018. Please join me in thanking the Syracuse chapter of Dollars for Scholars. Thank you. Now our scholarship recipients. First, Pierce Aguinall. Pierce plans to attend Southeast Community College in Lincoln. He will receive a Southeast Community College Educational Foundation Scholarship, $500. The Syracuse Veterans of Foreign War Post 5547 and the Massey Richards American Legion Post number 100 and their auxiliary scholarship, $500. The Xi Beta Lambda Sorority Scholarship, $250. A Syracuse Alumni Scholarship, $500. The Luther Memorial Church Sunday School Attendance Scholarship, $100. The Luther Memorial Church Stand Post Memorial Scholarship, $250. And a Syracuse Dollars for Scholars Syracuse Lions Club Scholarship, $500. Mateo Antonez. Mateo plans to attend Northwest Missouri State University in Maryville, Missouri. He will receive Northwest Bearcat Advantage Scholarship, $6,759 a year for 4 years. Northwest Distinguished Scholar Award, $4,000 a year for 4 years. Northwest Freshman Multicultural Scholarship, $1,500 a year for 4 years. Northwest Computing Visit Day Scholarship, $1,150. Northwest Distinguished Scholar Day Scholarship, $500. The Bicycle Ride Across Nebraska Scholarship, $500. The Syracuse Dollars for Scholars Harlan Farley Memorial Scholarship, $500. A Syracuse Dollars for Scholars First Bank of Nebraska Scholarship, $500. And a Syracuse Dollars for Scholars Scholarship, $500. Kayla Arnold. Kayla plans to attend Wayne State College. She will receive a Nebraska Board of Trustees Scholarship, full tuition for 4 years. She will also receive a Syracuse Dollars for Scholars Judge Robert L. and Emmeline R. Morrissey Scholarship, $1,000, and a Syracuse Dollars for Scholars Scott Knisley Memorial Scholarship, $500. Peyton Beckman. Peyton plans to attend Peru State College. She will receive a Nebraska Board of Trustees Scholarship, full tuition for 4 years, a Peru State Softball Scholarship, $1,750 a year for 4 years, Peru State's Inez Warren Scholarship, $1,200, and a Syracuse Dollars for Scholars Main Street Bank Scholarship, $1,000. Sage Beers. Sage plans to attend Northwest Missouri State University in Maryville,